If you want to, right at the top, if you want to, the top right-hand corner, just write like part 1. Oops, I'm sorry, part 2. Yesterday we did part 1. Okay, right. Today we're doing part 2. Now this is part 2. It's just a continuation of 6-6, all right? All right, look at this one. Simplify each expression with rational exponents. Okay, now, what do you notice about this problem? What looks the same, what looks different? Exponents are different. What's the same, Malik?
It's Micaiah and...
I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep getting that mixed up.
The exponents and the constants are the same.
Exponents are the same, but the bases are what? I'm sorry. Exponents are different, but the bases are the same, right? Okay, so now, if you remember, go back to your exponent rules. If I have two bases that are the same, what do I do with the exponents? You add them, right? Okay, so now I can take this and rewrite it just like so. Now the nice thing here is that my denominators on the fractions are what? The same. So all I have to do now is what? Add the top. So 1 plus 4 is going to give me 2. Okay? Is there anything else I need to do? I can't really, can I? I mean, I can put it in radical form. And there's no point in doing that because that is the same as that, right? I can't solve it, I don't have an unknown. Really, though, is it asking me to solve it? Just saying do what? Simplify. Okay, look at this one. Okay, what do you notice about this one? Okay, so do we need to resolve that first? We do, don't we? Okay, so follow your rule that we went over the other day. Anytime it's got a negative exponent, I'm just going to turn it into a fraction and put it on the bottom. Right? Okay, so this is going to end up being 1 over x to the 2/3. Everybody with me so far? Now, can I leave it like this? I cannot leave a rational number where? On the bottom in the denominator. So I have to resolve that. Okay? The way we do this is I'm going to take both the top and the bottom and I'm going to multiply it times x to the 3rd. Now why would I do x to the 1/3?
Because 1 is on top and then 3 is on the 3 is your denominator.
Yeah, but if I multiply these two, 2 plus 1 is...
The whole number.
Relax. Oh, are you so like... 1 over 3. Okay? Multiply, how do I multiply fractions? Straight across, right? Okay, 2 plus 1 gives me 3 over 3. 3 over 3 equals 1. Good. Do I need to put the 1?
No, it's a
All right? That's my answer right there. Good? Okay, work those next two real quick. A and B. Anybody know if Logan's still with us? Holy cow. There's a lot of people gone. What's going around?
Strep throat.
Flu? Flu going around? I think that sounds about it. Okay. All right. So, what'd you guys get for this one? What'd you guys get? B. Good. Okay. What's the next one? What'd you get for it? C. Very good. Pretty easy, right? Okay. Look at this one real quick. Okay, so on this one, what you have to do, the first thing is you have to put it in rational number or form, yeah. Okay, so that's 16 to the first power, that's 2 to the first power, right? Okay, so on this one, I'm going to change to 16 and 1/6. Make you a big old fraction bar. And then change this one to what? 2 and 1/3. Just like so. Everybody with me so far? Okay, now, this is where it gets a little tricky as far as deciding where to go from here. Think about what your base number is on the bottom. Okay? And ideally, if I'm simplifying, is it a lot easier if my bases are the same? You guys with me? So how can I turn 16 into a number that still equals 16, but it's got a base of 2? 2 to the what? Can I rewrite it as 2 to the 4th power? Right? Okay, so I'm going to change the 16 to 2 to the 4th. I'm going to put it in parentheses just like so. Okay? 2 to the 4th still equals 16, right? Now I'm going to bring my 1/6 down just like so. Bring my fraction bar back in, and then leave that bottom for the time being. Okay, so now what do you notice about my basis here?
It's the same.
Okay, is that what we want if we want to simplify? Yeah. Right? Let's get this resolved right here first. What do I do with what power or what property is that? That's a power of a power, which means I heard somebody say it. Multiply. Okay, so I'm going to go equals 2n 4/6. Okay, do what I use 4/6, or can I simplify that to what? 2/3, right? So cross that out and use 2/3. Put it over 2 1/3. This is working out nice now, isn't it? Okay, so now when you divide two numbers that have the same base, what do I do with their exponents? What's the rule? Don't add them, you subtract them, right? Okay, so I'm going to come over here on the side. What's that going to end up equaling? Okay, so 2 1/3.
At this time, we need the academic team and National Honor Society. If you're on the academic team or in the National Honor Society, please go immediately to the Activity Center. Use the northwest entrance of the gym. That's academic team and National Honor Society.
Okay, any questions? You guys good on this one? Okay. All right, write this one down. This one is probably the most involved. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of break this up a little bit. Now, you guys understand that I can treat this part right in here as like a single term. Is everybody with me? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to put it in parentheses and then put an exponent of 1 right out to the side of it. Okay? Then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it 4x to the 4th, put it in parentheses, and then make that 1/6. Everybody following so far? Okay,
So you took the 1 and the 6, and you put the 1, the exponent 1 over there, and then you took the 6 that was on the square.
the n through. Okay? Just turning it back into rational form. Got me? Okay. So now, once I get to this part, I'm going to start changing a few things. Okay? What I want to do here is I'm going to take that 4 and make it 2 to the square. Put parentheses around it. Okay, now I'm also going to change the second term, and it's still multiplication, right? I'm going to change the second term, x squared to the squared. Put brackets around it because I've still got a 1/6 out there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. What property is that? Power of a power. So I'm going to multiply it times that number, and then I'm going to multiply it times that number. Don't multiply it times the one inside. We'll resolve that here in a little bit. Everybody following? Okay, so this ends up giving me 2 to the 2/6, or 1/3. Very good. Okay, and then x squared, what's 2 times? Ends up being 1/3 also. Everybody with me so far? Okay, so now, at this point, if you notice that this and that are the same, right? Okay, so can I combine these two?
Yeah.
I can't I? Okay, now here's how you combine it though. Gotta be careful. I'm going to say 2 times x squared to the 1/3, just like so. Okay, and then I can even move it to 3 nth root 2x squared, just like so. The tricky part is just this part right here, where you change the 4 to the 2 squared. Okay? And the reason why I do that is just so I can get these two fractions to be the same. Okay? Because then it's just like combining them. Are we good? Everybody with me? Okay. Now you understand why I can drop the parentheses right here? What's x squared to the first power? Just the stage x squared, doesn't it? And then you just multiply times the 2, that's why we get the 2x. That's why I can drop the parentheses. Alright? See how I did that? Okay. Put one on his desk too. Okay. Sean, we hand that to Ryan. Ryan, will you put this on what's his name? Caleb. Did I miss anybody here? Here, you guys move back one. Very good. That everybody? Okay, Tori, you guys give me a few minutes and I'll get that one from the other day uploaded. That way you guys can go back and watch that one, alright? It's going to take a little bit because I've got to save this recording. Alright? Yeah, start on 31. It's kind of broken up a little bit. I'm sorry, you start on 30. You go 30 to 37. Okay, is it like that on your paper? Starts at 31? Okay, change it to, you can start with 31, that's fine.
So if the denominators are the same, do we add them?
Got to get them to be the same, right? Yeah, give me a few minutes and then I'll answer some questions. I got to get some housekeeping stuff done.